What I want to talk to you more about is how you need to shape your accounting firm to be prepared to be successful in the future because of the changes made by the Great Resignation. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with the Great Resignation at this point, but it's causing a lot of turnover, a lot of pain at accounting firms, and requiring them to kind of look inwardly in terms of what their plans were for their firm and how that needs to change for the future. Now, more importantly, some of the developing trends in the industry is a direction towards adding more advisory services, becoming more of a consulting kind of related firm, as opposed to just focusing on compliance related work. Now, this is causing firms to realize that in this market, which is becoming more competitive, they need to do more to figure out what they need to do to become better differentiated, and in particular, to protect their accounting teams. Because a lot of the work that's been done previously is putting a lot of stress and pressure on these teams. And due to things like the Great Resignation, it's causing a lot of these team members to turn over, causing additional pain for these firms. Now, previously in the accounting industry, in order to try to meet growing demand, one of the most common strategies was simply to just hire more accountants. Moving forward, that's simply not going to be enough. Your firm's going to be expected to do more. You're also going to be required to figure out what your specialties are in order to grow and differentiate your firm from where it is at the moment. So you need to know more about how you can complete both of these steps so that you can also increase the leverage of what your firm is capable of, making the work that they do more engaging and more enjoyable, which is what your team is looking for. Now, in terms of some strategies that you can consider in order to complete these steps, one of the best ways to figure out how to further differentiate the services that your firm offers, you can create a simple 2x2 matrix focusing on axes related to high price and high margin. And then you can map out the current list of services that your firm offers today, further evaluating and focusing in these areas where your firm has offered both high price and high margin services with success before. Circle the services that fall within this upper kind of right-hand quadrant. Focus on those in order to define how your firm is going to be differentiated moving forward. And for everything that falls outside that circled area or that upper right-hand quadrant, either figure out how to get those services into that quadrant or consider dropping them altogether. Now, in terms of figuring out how to increase the leverage in terms of what your team is capable of today, because they don't want to be stuck in doing this boring, monotonous, routine admin work that is also significantly error prone. If your firm doesn't address this problem, your team is more than likely to turn over and find a firm that has addressed this problem. The areas that you need to be looking at making investments are related to automation and technology. The tools available today, all the way to and through considering customized tools that can be built specifically for your firm, can alleviate your firm of this problem and the significant burden that your team is experiencing, which is causing burnout and incentivizing a lot of them to turn over, leave your firm, look for a firm that has already made some of these investments. Now, if you need more help with that specific task, I offer an accounting and technology road mapping service, which I'll link in the description below. That may be just right for your firm if you'd like to have more help in terms of figuring out how to solve this particular problem. Thank you for engaging in my content. I hope you found it valuable. If you'd like to learn any more about how I can help, feel free to visit me on my website at nextstep.io or email me directly at